Okay, everyone's video on Sunday, the 19th of January 2020. It's just gone 3 p.m. Chicago time. Do hope you are doing well. We got ourselves a long weekend this weekend because markets are shut on Monday for the Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Thought I'd put out a quick video just showing you three of the charts that I find interesting this weekend. The first one is going to be the dollar index chart. Second one is the euro chart, and the third one is the NASDAQ chart. So the usual setup on my charts here, daily charts of all of these markets. On the right hand side we have the better sine wave indicators. So these are indicators based on price alone, and they show me strength with red bars and weakness with white bars, and the cyclical turns and the trending activity based on price alone. And then on the left-hand side, we've got the indicators based on volume. Better momentum here, showing me volume momentum. And then the blue bars, professional bars, yellow bars, amateur bars. So that's average trade size, giving me an indication where the professionals and amateurs are trading. And then we've got confirmed uptrends, shown with red backgrounds on both, and confirmed downtrends showing us weakness with grey backgrounds kind of going on here. So the reason for showing you the dollar index chart is Friday's activity. You can see here we broke above resistance on the lowest time frame and turned the bar into a red bar showing strength. I think we're going to have a continuation of the dollar index rally, having had a little bit of consolidation ever since this kind of topped out just under 99 back in October. And the reason for that is a couple of things. We got better sine wave here on the highest time frame with these very thick bars. That's been in a long-term uptrend since we broke above the 92 level kind of back here July 18. And we've got to see this thing go pull back end of trend. So we've had a little bit of consolidation at this point here. We could easily kind of come back down, form a cross on better sine wave, the fast and the slow lines here. When they cross, that'll form cyclical support in the highest time frame, and that will power us on to kind of new highs. So the reason why this break is of particular interest to me is because the last break that we had, you can see here with these red bars, was being led by the amateurs. So the amateurs got wrong-footed breakout here, and then when it turned the other way, broke to a little local low, we had amateurs going the other way and forming Rambo patterns at this point. And we've immediately bounced off the Rambo patterns. When the Rambo patterns kind of bounce immediately, that's kind of a good sign, and that shows the amateurs have gone short at this point, and they're being wrong-footed by going the other way. And the reason why the rally in dollar index is not over is because we've had exhaustion buy and bearish divergence, but no blue professional bars at the highs. So this is what a high in a market looks like. Blue professional bars, exhaustion buy, bearish divergence, we top out. A low, exhaustion sell, bullish divergence with blue professional bars kind of coming in here. If you look at where the blue professional bars have come in on the dollar index, they've been holding that retrace here at 94 something, and then holding that retrace here at 96 something. So we've not seen them on the highs to top this market out. So I think this has chances of being a nice little rally, continuation of the rally in the dollar index. So the next chart to show you is the euro chart. The euro is the largest component of the dollar index, and the euro chart is the mirror image of the dollar index chart here. And with this little rally that we've had in the euro, it's been a weak rally. You can see it's all white bars. So that shows that retrace is still not broken into an uptrend. We had a little bit of a break here, but it failed. We went back down and broke into this kind of weakness, and we're about to drop through cyclical support on the lowest time frame here, just under 111 on the euro versus the dollar. You can see it's been weak amateur up bars kind of playing into this divergence pattern. We had blue professional bars kind of taking profits on that little strength here, and the amateurs getting wrong-footed and kind of breaking the other way. Similar to Rambo pattern being generated dollar index chart, but didn't actually generate a Rambo pattern at that point. And again, don't think it's over for the euro on the downside, because that's what a bottom looks like. Exhaustion sell, bullish divergence, and blue professional bars kind of come in here. Yes, we have a little bit of a localized top going on here, but that's the proper top in the euro. Exhaustion buy, blue professional bars, bearish divergence, and then bang, we're on our way down. Been bearish on the euro for a while. The last video I put out on the euro was back on the 31st of August 2019, and as usually happens with my videos kind of coming out where I'm saying, you know, it's all going to parity, blah blah blah, the market goes for a couple of days and then starts to rally. Just had a strength almost ever since. But I think this is a better kind of area where we could show a continuation of the downtrend with this activity and the strength in the dollar index. So that's a couple of the Forex charts. Let's just talk about the NASDAQ chart kind of briefly. And the reason why this is of interest to me is all these blue professional bars at the highs with exhaustion buy kind of going on. And not necessarily just saying this is a top, but it's interesting that I think we got some professional profit taking starting to happen in the NASDAQ here. Finally, I think the NASDAQ is on the radar of the retail market with, $1 trillion valuations, is it, of Alphabet, Google, and then the doubling or so on of Apple since the last low was made. And I think all of those that kind of news just brings in the retail market and allows the professional market to kind of get out. So looks like to me professional profit taking out these highs kind of going on here. Normally we have the market kind of top out, local tops made with amateur up bars. Where we get kind of Rambo patterns, and it just runs out of steam, and the professionals start to pick it back at lows with this last kind of V reversal at this point here. In this phrase, they kind of sold it down pretty hard and then picked it up on this kind of correction move. This one they appear to be taking profits on the way up because it's reaching these kind of elevated levels, and obviously kind of round numbers are important for kind of major indices as we're coming towards, who knows, 9,005, whatever. We haven't had on the daily charts pullback to end of trend patterns. We're still above resistance on all three time frames. So that's the intermediate time frame, the highest time frame, and actually underneath there, SR1 shows me the resistance number on the lowest time frame. It's actually just printing underneath that highest time frame number there. So we've not even seen a pullback to end of trend pattern on the NASDAQ chart as yet, but just take care because we're up here with exhaustion buy and blue professional bars at these highs. So we could be seeing the first stages of some profit taking on the NASDAQ. Anyway, so there we go. 3 charts for the weekend, the dollar index, the euro chart, and the NASDAQ chart. So Monday we got a little bit of a lay day and then back into it on Tuesday. So hope you enjoy your long weekend.